Imagine this. You point your phone camera at some complex technical diagram, beep,
Mm-hmm.
and an AI, right there, instantly explains every single component.
Wow.
No more head scratching, no more flipping through manuals, just instant understanding.
That's pretty cool. Welcome to the deep dive, everyone. We're here to cut through the noise and really unpack the valuable insights from all the information swirling around.
Yeah, exactly. And today, we're diving into a whole collection of, well, cutting-edge sources.
Sources that promise to genuinely reshape your daily workflows, all thanks to AI.
It's like finding a new superpower in your toolkit, isn't it?
Totally. It feels like that sometimes.
So our mission today is pretty clear. Navigate this huge ocean of new AI tools.
Right.
And spotlight 8 genuinely useful ones. We're looking for tools that make a real, tangible difference.
In productivity, creativity,
Can frankly just make your life a bit easier.
and we won't just, list them off. We're going to dig into each one.
Explore its strengths.
And then, importantly, wrap it up with a practical framework. How you can choose the absolute best tools for what you need.
It's all about working smarter.
Not just harder. Definitely.
Okay, let's unpack this first one. We're kicking things off with a platform many people already know, Canva.
Ah, Canva. Familiar territory.
But forget what you think you know. Its new AI features, they turn it into an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah, it's more than just graphics now. We're talking design, coding, content creation, presentations.
All integrated into that one place you already know.
And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. They've got this logo generator,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not spitting out like generic clip art. You give it a brand description. It crafts these really aesthetically pleasing, highly customizable results. It's almost unnerving how good it is.
So unique options, not just slight tweaks.
Exactly. Not just variations on a theme, genuinely different ideas.
And it gets even wilder. Canva AI can actually code simple applications.
Yeah, I saw that in the sources. They tested it with a meditation timer.
A 15-minute meditation timer. It generated a fully functional web app. Just like that.
Wow, ready to use.
Ready to use. And then you could edit the code using natural language.
Like just telling it what to change.
Yeah, imagine saying, change the timer to 5 minutes and poof, the code updates.
That's a huge leap for non-developers, isn't it?
Massive. And think about learners and educators too.
Oh, yeah. How so?
It can design interactive educational content, like personalized Spanish vocabulary flashcards. From scratch.
With zero programming needed.
Zero. And presentations, if you dread making slides,
Which many people do.
it generates professional slides from just a topic. It auto-populates content, structure, titles, bullet points.
So it's not just templates, it's actually generating the content too.
Right. Relevant content, a logical flow.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yep.
And it's all just baked into your regular Canva account.
Woven right in. Log in, describe what you want, and the AI starts building. It really lowers the bar for creating high-quality stuff.
It does sound like digital alchemy.
It does. So how do they do it? How does Canva AI maintain such high quality across, well, coding, design, educational content, all these different things? What's the magic there?
It seems they're essentially building these really robust foundational models.
Okay.
Models that understand diverse creative prompts and then integrating them deep within that familiar Canva interface.
Yeah.
That allows for powerful yet intuitive creation.
Powerful, intuitive creation. Got it. Okay, moving on. We've got a quieter release from YouTube, but it's a genuine game changer for creators. Dream Screen.
Dream Screen. Okay, what does it do?
It generates dynamic or static backgrounds for YouTube Shorts.
Background, like green screen background.
Exactly. And, remarkably, it's completely free.
Free. Wow. Where do you find it?
It's right inside the Shorts creation interface under the green screen mode.
Okay.
And the magic happens when you describe the background you want. Think, a sci-fi city at night with flying cars.
Or a bustling Roman marketplace.
Exactly. And it gives you 4 distinct variations to choose from.
4 options. Nice. Are they just static images?
You get the choice. A static, high-res image or a short 6-second video loop.
A video loop with movement.
Yeah, subtle, natural movements, which is key if you don't have, fancy sets or a pro green screen setup.
Oh, absolutely. That's perfect for so many types of content. Educational videos with historical settings.
Product reviews in a slick office space.
Storytelling with fantasy landscapes. Limitless possibilities, really.
The key, though, and our sources really stress this,
Mm-hmm.
is being super detailed in your prompt. Don't just say beach.
Right, you need more.
Be specific. A pristine beach at sunset with white sand and gentle waves lapping the shore.
Or like a dystopian rain-slick city street with neon signs flickering.
Exactly. The more specific you are, the closer that AI gets to your actual vision.
It really unlocks new creative avenues without needing a big budget.
Definitely. Getting that perfect visual can be tough, even with AI. What's the biggest hurdle for users trying to get their specific vision with Dream Screen? Is it just prompt engineering?
Yeah, it really often comes down to iterating, trying slightly different, incredibly detailed descriptive prompts to properly guide the AI towards that unique, precise result you're picturing.
Iterating on detailed prompts. Makes sense. Okay, now for something that genuinely feels, well, futuristic.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Google's Gemini Live.
Gemini Live, okay.
This isn't just text anymore. We're talking natural, fluid conversations. So responsive, they feel almost human.
That's a big claim. What makes it different?
The biggest differentiator, and this is truly mind-bending, is its ability to see.
See? How?
Through your phone's camera, you literally point your phone at anything. A new gadget, a sign in a foreign language, that complex diagram we mentioned.
Then you just start talking about it.
You just start talking about it.
But it understands what it's looking at.
Instantly identifies components, explains intricate functions, answers your deep questions in real time. 2-sec silence.
Whoa.
Imagine scaling that. 1 billion visual queries a day. An AI understanding the world just by looking through a lens.
That's
Yeah.
huge, like giving everyone a super smart visual assistant.
And it's a global citizen, too. Supports over 45 languages.
Oh, wow. So for travelers.
A dream. Instant contextual translation of menus, street signs.
Not just word for word, but explaining context.
Exactly. Even nuanced explanations of cultural things. Live, as you see them, it's an immediate bridge across language barriers.
So how does it pull that off? Seeing and hearing.
It's that multimodal AI again. It processes different data types, images, and sound simultaneously.
Okay.
It integrates what it sees with your spoken questions to give those deeply contextual answers. That's what gives it that almost intuitive understanding.
Right. The combination is key.
That multimodal capability is really next level. But
Yeah.
how does it manage that? Processing vision and audio, knitting it all together into accurate, detailed answers in real time? That seems like a massive leap.
Well, it's multimodal AI core. It's designed specifically to process those combined visual and auditory inputs simultaneously. That allows for that real-time contextual understanding and responsiveness.
Simultaneous processing. Got it. Okay, shifting gears slightly. If you, like me sometimes, find yourself typing the same prompts into AI tools over and over again.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
This next solution is going to be a lifesaver. RightClickPrompt.
RightClickPrompt. Okay, descriptive name.
It's a simple Chrome extension. Elegant, really.
Yeah.
Lets you save and instantly access your favorite, most effective prompts.
Oh.
With just a quick right-click.
Oh, okay. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes,
What's a prompt drift?
It's when the AI's output starts subtly changing, even if you think you use the same input. Makes consistency a real headache.
Right. So this tool helps with that.
Big time. It's
Yeah.
incredibly practical. You can organize your prompts into categories.
Like what?
Maybe professional emails, creative content ideas, data analysis queries. Helps you find exactly what you need right when you need it. Avoids that drift.
And it's not just saving static prompts, right?
No, exactly. It lets you create prompt templates with variables.
Variables. So you can customize them on the fly.
Precisely. Instead of just write a product description, you might have write a product description for a product name, highlighting benefit 1 and benefit 2.
Ah, I see. So you just fill in the blanks.
Yep. Saves time, obviously, but more importantly, it ensures consistency.
And maintains higher quality across all your AI results, getting predictable, reliable output.
That's the goal, and it's super simple to set up from the Chrome Web Store. Just a few clicks.
So it's really about taking control of your AI workflow.
Definitely. Building your own efficiency engine.
So beyond just saving prompts, how does RightClickPrompt help you actively, curate that library? Because prompts get outdated, right? Better ways emerge.
Yeah, that's true. It basically streamlines the organization and provides that quick access. That makes the whole process of managing and updating your personal prompt library far more efficient and adaptable over time.
Efficient and adaptable. Nice. Okay, next up, another free tool, URL-to-Any.
URL-to-Any. What problem does this one solve?
A surprisingly common one, converting web content into different formats.
For offline use or sharing or storage.
Exactly. You just feed it a URL, does the rest.
What kind of formats does it support?
A really wide range. PDF is a big one for archiving or sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Images like PNG or JPEG, maybe for social media or putting in a presentation.
Oh,
Even Markdown for documents. And for the tech folks, HTML, JSON, XML.
wow, that's pretty comprehensive, like a universal web translator.
Kinda, yeah. And if you think bigger picture, this is exceptionally useful for research.
How so?
Document aggregation. You can quickly convert whole articles, reports, long blog posts into a single manageable PDF.
Ah, preserving the layout and images.
Exactly. No more awkward copy pasting and losing formatting.
That saves massive amounts of time if you're building a knowledge base or compiling competitor info.
Totally. It makes web content truly portable and usable offline.
That sounds incredibly versatile. But the web is messy, right? Are there types of web content or maybe page structures that URL to NEL struggles with?
Right, it trips it up.
That's a fair point. Highly interactive pages, or what they call single-page applications.
The ones that load content dynamically.
Exactly. Those can sometimes pose conversion challenges because the content isn't all there in the initial HTML load.
Right, dynamic content loading. Makes sense. Okay, here's another groundbreaking one, especially for product folks and entrepreneurs. Google Stitch.
Google Stitch, okay. Intrigued.
It's for rapid prototyping. It lets you turn simple text descriptions,
Double text.
just text descriptions, into interactive user interfaces.
Interactive UIs.
Yeah,
Without needing design skills.
absolutely none needed.
Okay, example.
They tested it by asking for a project management dashboard named Ready that displays user metrics, growth rate, and churn rate.
And that happened.
Seconds later, Stitch generated a fully professional-looking interactive dashboard.
Not just a picture, but something clickable.
Clickable, interactive, like a real starting point for an app.
Wow. So how do you refine it?
That's the cool part. Its strength is this conversational approach. You don't need complex software.
You just talk to it.
You just describe the changes, like add a metric for active paying customers.
Or change the color scheme to dark mode.
Exactly. The AI understands and adjusts the interface in real time.
That's incredible.
Hmm.
Does it integrate with other tools?
Yeah, and this is powerful. Smooth integration with Figma.
Oh, the design tool lots of pros use.
Right, so you can generate a high-fidelity starting point in Stitch, then pop it into Figma for more detailed refinement by a human designer if you need to.
That bridge is smart.
This tool is just invaluable if you have an idea but lack design expertise. No more rough sketches.
You get professional interactive mock-ups quickly.
Which speeds up feedback loops massively. Validate ideas faster, communicate your vision clearly.
Yeah, that's a game changer for early stage development.
Okay, that conversational UI generation is fascinating. But how does Stitch balance that creative freedom, letting you describe anything with, actual functional UI design principles? You don't want something that looks cool but is unusable.
Right. It tackles that by providing a structured foundation. It uses common, proven UI patterns as a base.
Okay, so it starts sensible.
Exactly. Then it allows that iterative refinement through your natural language input. It's designed to balance that user creativity with functional usability.
Structured foundation, iterative refinement. Clever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's tackle a huge time sink for many presentations.
Presentations. Tell me there's help.
There is. Chronicle. It's an AI tool that promises to transform text, documents, even an entire website.
Into what?
Into a polished presentation in seconds.
Seconds, seriously.
That's the claim. And it's super flexible in how you feed it info.
Like how?
Simple text prompt outlining your topic. Or paste in existing content from an article, or just give it a website URL and let it synthesize the info.
Wow, okay. So it takes the heavy lifting out of that initial draft.
Big time. And the quality is apparently quite impressive.
Meaning?
It doesn't just dump text onto slides. It provides insightful information, gives it a logical structure.
Titles, bullet points, the works.
Yep. It tries to understand and organize your content. It's not just a template filler.
So it gives you a really strong starting point.
A fantastic starting point that can save hours. Literally hours. You focus on refining the message, adding your unique touch.
An automated presentation generator. Sounds amazing. But does that automation risk making presentations feel less unique? Maybe a bit cookie cutter, lacking that personal spark? That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
Chronicle provides a really strong logical foundation, a great starting point.
Right.
But personalization from the user is still absolutely key. You need to add your insights, your style, to make it truly unique and impactful. It gets you maybe 80% there.
The last 20% is still you. Got it. Okay, finally, number 8. Chat for data.
Chat for data. Sounds like data analysis.
Sort of. It
Yeah.
revolutionizes web scraping, makes it accessible to absolutely anyone.
Web scraping. Isn't that usually complex, needing code?
It used to be. This is a Chrome extension that lets you just chat with a web page to get the data you need.
Chat with a web page. How did that work?
Once it's installed, a little chat window pops up. You just make a request in natural language.
I like asking a person.
Exactly. Extract the name, price, and link of all products on this page.
Or maybe list all the contact info for the team members here.
Precisely. The AI analyzes the page structure
It figures out where the data is.
and extracts it into a neat, organized table.
And then you can just copy it.
Copy it straight into Excel, Google Sheets, whatever you use.
Whoa. So what used to take hours of manual work or coding?
Now takes minutes. The efficiency gain is remarkable.
I can see the use cases already. Researchers collecting data,
Marketers analyzing competitor pricing in real time.
business owners tracking market trends, gathering leads, endless possibilities.
It basically transforms the web into a queryable database for anyone.
It's like stacking Lego blocks of data, just quickly and easily.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Okay, sounds incredibly powerful. But what about those really complex, dynamic websites? The ones loading stuff all the time or using heavy JavaScript? What are the challenges for chat for data there?
Right, those can be tricky. Highly interactive pages or ones heavily reliant on JavaScript for rendering content.
Yeah.
They can sometimes be more challenging for the AI to accurately parse and extract data from efficiently. It might miss things or get confused by the structure.
So complex dynamic sites are still a hurdle. Okay, so we've covered 8 pretty amazing tools.
Incredible range, really.
But with all this power, how do you actually decide what to use? What fits your workflow?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Our source provides a really crucial practical evaluation framework.
Okay, let's hear it.
First, ask yourself, does this tool solve a real problem for me or my team?
Not just a cool gimmick, but a genuine pain point.
Exactly. Or is it just a shiny new toy? Second, does it fit seamlessly into your existing workflow?
Or will it require a massive overhaul? Integration is key.
Absolutely. Smooth integration equals actual adoption. Third, the learning curve.
Is it reasonable for the payoff?
Right. A super powerful tool that's too complex might just gather dust.
True. And finally,
Critically, especially with AI, is it secure? Is my data private?
non-negotiable questions these days.
Absolutely.
Can you give a quick example using that framework, maybe with chat for data?
Sure. Chat for data? Does it solve a real problem? Yes. Automates tedious web scraping. Saves hours.
Yeah.
Does it fit workflow? Yes. Simple Chrome extension, minimal disruption.
Check.
Learning curve, super low, it's natural language. Check. Security and privacy. That's the one you always need to research specifically for the tool.
Yeah.
Check their policies. But yeah, it seems to hit most marks.
That's a really useful framework. Okay, final thought on evaluation. With so many tools popping up, what's the single most common mistake people make when deciding if an AI tool is right for them?
I think many people prioritize the hype. They see the flashy features and they jump on board without really thinking if it genuinely solves a specific pressing problem for them or how easily it will actually integrate into how they already work. Problem solving and seamless integration often get overlooked for the wow factor.
Focusing on hype over actual utility and integration. Got it. Mid-roll sponsor read. So let's recap the big picture here. What does all this mean for you listening?
Well, these 8 tools we discussed, Canva AI, YouTube Dream Screen, Gemini Live, RightClickPrompt URL to any, Google Stitch, Chronicle, and Chat. For data, they really show something important.
Which is?
That AI isn't just some abstract, far-off tech anymore. It offers practical, really powerful solutions.
Things you can apply right now to real-world tasks.
Exactly. But the real power, I think, emerges when you start combining them.
Ah, the synergy effect. Yeah.
Imagine using chat for data for quick research, say on competitors.
Okay.
Then feeding those findings straight into Chronicle to whip up a polished presentation draft. And then maybe using Canva AI to design some stunning custom graphics to make those slides pop.
Creating your own little integrated ecosystem of AI assistants.
You got it.
You know, it feels like the future of work isn't really about AI replacing people.
No, I don't think so either.
It seems more like a deep collaborative partnership. Humans and AI working together.
Augmenting our abilities, right?
Yeah.
Freeing us from the mundane stuff.
So we can focus on the higher level, creative, strategic work. The stuff that needs human ingenuity.
Precisely. And by learning to use these tools effectively now.
Understanding their strengths, how they fit.
You're not just staying current. You're building a really solid, adaptable foundation for whatever comes next.
Preparing for future innovations.
Exactly.
So the final thought for everyone listening: what new problems, what creative challenges will you solve by embracing some of these powerful tools?
Yeah, we really encourage you to start exploring, experiment a little.
Find those creative ways to apply them to your own work, your own goals.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time, keep learning. Out to your own music.